Today at approximately 1:30 p.m., our officers responded to the 2500 block of West Sprague on the south side of the roadway near the canal bank. At that location, contracted irrigation workers were conducting routine work at the canal. A nearby homeowner, described as an elderly male, became upset over their presence and confronted the workers. He demanded that they leave the area. The homeowner contacted the police, and two of our officers responded and arrived to the scene to address the situation. While speaking with the homeowner, he continued to insist that the workers leave, and that the officers insist that they leave. He also mentioned and made statements that he would retrieve a firearm if his demands were not met. During this interaction, officers observed that the homeowner was already armed. He removed a pistol from his waistband and placed it nearby, which heightened concern for officer and public safety. A third officer arrived on scene shortly after as another backup. At that point, the homeowner raised the firearm in the direction of our officers. In response to the immediate threat, and in order to protect themselves and each other, officers discharged their firearms at the subject presenting the threat. The suspect, identified as an elderly male, was pronounced dead at the scene. This remains an active investigation. As in standard protocol, in officer-involved shootings, the incident will be reviewed thoroughly to ensure there is complete and transparent understanding of the events. Two separate investigations will be ongoing. One will be a criminal investigation that will be conducted by the Texas Rangers. A second investigation will be an internal administrative investigation conducted by our internal affairs. We ask for the public's patience as investigators work to gather all of the facts. I'm happy to report to you that our officers are safe and uninjured. Additional information will be released as it becomes available. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief, for that information. Our multimedia journalist, Yoselin Castellanos, will now share all of that information for you in Spanish.
Así es, buenas tardes. Hoy aproximadamente a la 1:30 de la tarde, los oficiales respondieron al bloque 2500 de West Sprague, en el lado sur de la vía cerca de la orilla del canal. En ese lugar, trabajadores de riego contratados estaban realizando labores rutinarias en el canal. Un propietario de vivienda cercano, descrito como un hombre de edad avanzada, se molestó por su presencia y confrontó a los trabajadores, exigiendo que abandonara el área. El propietario llamó a la policía y dos oficiales de policía de la ciudad de Edinburg llegaron al lugar para atender la situación. Mientras hablaban con el propietario, este continuó insistiendo en que los trabajadores fueran retirados y realizó declaraciones indicando que obtendría un arma de fuego si sus demandas no eran cumplidas. Durante esta interacción, los oficiales observaron que el propietario ya estaba armado. Sacó una pistola de su cintura y la colocó cerca, lo que aumentó la preocupación por la seguridad de los oficiales y del público. Un tercer oficial llegó poco después como apoyo. En ese momento, el propietario levantó el arma de fuego en dirección a los oficiales. En respuesta a la amenaza inmediata y para protegerse a sí mismos y entre ellos, los oficiales dispararon sus armas contra el individuo que representaba la amenaza. El sospechoso, identificado como un hombre de tercera edad, fue declarado muerto en el lugar. Esto sigue siendo una investigación activa y en curso. Como es el protocolo estándar en incidentes con disparos, los que están involucrados con oficiales, el caso será revisado para garantizar una comprensión completa y transparente de los hechos ocurridos. Dos investigaciones separadas estarán en curso. Una será una investigación criminal llevada por los Texas Rangers y una segunda investigación administrativa interna se realizará simultáneamente por asuntos internos de Edinburg. Solicitamos la paciencia del público mientras los investigadores trabajan para reunir los hechos. Se proporcionará información adicional a medida que sea disponible. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Yas. As they both mentioned, this is an active and ongoing investigation, and because of that, we will not be taking questions at this time. Of course, we are committed to transparency and will release that available information as it is appropriate to do so. We definitely appreciate your patience and we thank you for the coverage today. That concludes today's press conference.
Thank you all.